I'm Phillip Shum from the CSE. We're here today with Sean Walsh, the CEO of HyperBlock. Welcome, Sean.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I'd like to thank you for coming to GritCAMP, and what I'd like to do is to have you kind of introduce HyperBlock and tell us a bit about the company.
It's my pleasure, Phil. Maybe I'll start with a little of my personal background. So in addition to being the CEO of HyperBlock, I am also the founder of a venture investment firm called Redwood City Ventures that I started back in the Bay Area when I left a private equity firm that I spent about 5 years at. I left to focus solely on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin investments, and the largest of my portfolio companies was a mining operation, which is what's now become HyperBlock, that recently went public on the CSE.
I was wondering if you can tell us a bit about the lines of businesses.
Sure. So the business I started in early 2016. It was my second crypto mining operation in North America. The first one I started back in 2013. But HyperBlock grew out of that data center, which is located in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. And for a time, people had said that that was the largest cryptocurrency mining data center in North America. Because of the years of experience that I've had in the industry, I crafted a business plan that was more diversified than so-called self-mining, which is simply purchasing servers and plugging them in and earning cryptocurrency on a daily basis. In addition to the core self-mining, I built out a mining as a service business model, which comprised 3 other profit centers in addition to the self-mining. And those 3 profit centers are hosting business, where we host servers for other people that own cryptocurrency mining servers but want a low-cost facility to operate them in. We operate a resale business for new and used cryptocurrency mining servers, import from Asia and resell into the Western market. And then finally, we, through a partnership with Bitcoin.com, we offer hash rate on a wholesale basis to them that they in turn use for their cloud mining contract business, which is a pretty popular way for the retail public to get involved in cryptocurrency mining globally.
It's quite a diversified revenue stream. I'm wondering if you can tell us a bit, you talked about expansion, or rather, you talked about starting off in the Northwest, and tell us about your expansion plans.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that. I want to finish off one point, though, before we go there, which is the reason that I designed the diversified business model was so that we could essentially thrive and flourish in down cryptocurrency price environments, which many people feel that we're in one now. Bitcoin price peaked and cryptocurrency prices peaked in December of 2017 and have subsequently been on kind of like a downward slide. And that's been a real cause for concern for a lot of market observers and market participants across Canada. But from my perspective, it's actually good because it sort of separates the wheat from the chaff and allows the stronger operators like HyperBlock to capture market share and sort of, this is a broader market than just Bay Street or just Canada or just North America. We're in a global marketplace with cryptocurrency miners from Inner Mongolia to the Arctic Circle to Venezuela and everywhere in between. And so we really have to think from a competitive perspective about the competition that we have outside of our small local geographic boundaries. And I knew that the way we were going to compete was by designing a business model that allows us to catch up to some of the big global Goliaths, none of which are in North America today. They're in China, they're in Japan, there's one in Eastern Europe. Those are the companies that we have our sights set on, and that's why that's why we built the business model that we have, and that's why we're expanding, to get to your next question. Right. Expanding across North America, not just in Canada, but in the United States as well. In our largest facility in the Pacific Northwest, we're looking at tripling the electrical capacity of that facility. We're looking at a handful of, we have right now 5 data center operations, 1 in the United States and then the other 4 across Canada. And we've identified 1 or 2 of the existing facilities for expansion, but then there are new facilities that we're in various stages of development with in Alberta and other parts of Canada that will allow us to increase our mining footprint enormously.
Okay.
So that we can host more servers for Chinese customers, we can perform more of the hash rate sales business that we do in concert with Bitcoin.com, and then generate an even larger flow of cash to support the other business models, the other products that we're developing inside of our business that really don't have anything to do with mining at all.
So tell us about your experience with the CSE.
Well, I can't say that I've been intimately involved. A lot of our legal department was working directly with the CSE, but all the reports that I received and my personal experience have been smooth sailing and an easy to work with organization, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.